to talk about dual sports. As you've seen from my previous edits, I've done some extensive riding on both the 701 and 1190 adventure bikes. What I want to do today is explain the difference between the two bikes and hopefully help you guys decide in which bike is going to be best suited for your style of riding.
I started with the Husqvarna 701. As an enduro cross rider, whenever I test a motorcycle, I want to see how it handles technical situations. The off-road riding that I ride, I like it to be slow, hard, extreme riding. So I took the 701 to my backyard, started seeing what this bike's capable of. And right off the bat, I was amazed with how much torque the bike had. I was able to blip the throttle and get up over just about any size log. I was able to control the bike through a spec Enduro Cross matrix. I was able to wheelie the bike in circles, even did a little bit of a trials line with a front end hop. And, you know, this is a 350, 400 pound motorcycle that I was almost able to ride like an Enduro Cross bike. So right off the bat, riding this 701, it instilled a sense of confidence right away. After riding in the backyard, I thought, actually, I think I might be able to ride over a Jersey barrier. And the reason the Edge Power Sports gave me the motorcycle was to ride a dual sport over a Jersey barrier. And after riding in the backyard, I had the confidence to do that. I took the bike to the Enduro Cross track and was amazed with how comfortable I was jumping the motorcycle. I even jumped a Enduro Cross tire double, which would be like a finish line jump. Really rode a full lap on an Enduro Cross track with a 350 pound dual sport motorcycle. I was able to hit the Jersey barrier with ease. Everything I did on this dual sport, I was amazed in how easy it was for me to do it. After riding the 701 Enduro, the Edge Power Sports wanted to see what I could do on a full-sized dual sport machine. They let me borrow a KTM 1190. The KTM 1190, 1090, and 1290 are all very similar machines. So what I want to do is give you a rundown on how it's going to feel when riding one of these 500-pound dual sport motorcycles. When I received the bike, I had a 10-mile ride from the Edge Power Sports to my home. And in that ride, I realized how comfortable and smooth this bike is on the street. But what I really wanted to know is, how is this bike going to perform in the off-road? I took the bike out to Dale, Utah with a good friend of mine, Seth Spain. Riding the bikes on fire roads, whooped out sand sections, we rode them through some technical railroad ties, and we even took them off some big jumps. Riding a full-size dual sport in the off-road is a lot different than riding a 701. A 701 is a heavy dirt bike, while one of these full-size dual sports are more a street bike with dirt tires. You really feel the weight of this machine when riding through challenging sections. These bikes are very heavy. That being said, I was amazed with the way I was able to slide into some of these corners and really feel comfortable on this big of a machine. I was amazed with only one full day of testing, I actually got pretty comfortable on it. As far as jumping goes, I don't think a lot of people that are going to be in the market for dual sports are actually going to be sending them like we were. But it's pretty stable in the air. It kind of does want to buck you forward. But the real problem was just the weight. You can't go short and you can't go long when you're riding something this heavy. I made the mistake of sending it a little too far, flat landing, bottoming the suspension, and I ended up breaking underneath the mud flap and rear fender area. I had to replace the plastics I broke, and after tearing into the bike, I realized how much intricate electronics are in that area. Needless to say, it was pretty hard to replace. All that being said, I was amazed I was able to do half the things I did on this full-size dual sport.
At the end of riding both of these bikes, I was extremely impressed. It's less a matter of which bike is better and more a matter of which bike is going to suit your style the best. As an off-road rider and enduro cross rider, I was amazed with how easy it was to ride technical, hard trails on the 701. To be able to ride over a Jersey barrier on a dual sport bike is amazing. I'm always going to be a technical rider, so that suits my style. If you're doing long fire roads, really long trip rides, or just street riding, the comfort of the 1190 is amazing, and this thing is unreal fast. As always, the Edge Power Sports has 690s, 701, 1090s, 1190s, 1290s, every bike to fit your dual sport needs. They've got them, and they know all the technical data on the stuff. So head in there, they'll give you the rundown, and they may even let you demo one. Make sure you tune in next week. Bryson Green and Parker Miller are going to be qualified for Loretta's at the regional qualifier in St. George, and we're going to be there filming the entire thing. So subscribe, like, and we'll see you guys next week.